Hello, viewers. I'm Simon Preston, and this is Reggae Boys Commentary. And the latest bit of information I have for you all is that Jamaican born Darren Stephenson has signed a deal in with Tranmere Rovers, who now ply their trade in the National League. So they're one division below the Football League, which would be League Two, League One, and the Championship. Who is Darren Stephenson? Well, he's a 23-year-old striker who can also operate as a left winger. He's a 6 footer, quite tidy in his terms of his touches with the football, from St. Catherine, Jamaica, similar to Chris Humphrey, another Jamaican international. He started his career with Bradford City. You know, a lot of people may say, well, it's kind of bizarre, his playing career, because normally you'd think a player who was born in Jamaica would start their playing career also in Jamaica, but not necessarily. This has not been the case. For example, players like Francino Francis, Darren Stevenson, Jamar Loza, Jamil Matt, Chris Humphrey. There's a David Johnson who went on to play for Manchester United, Jamaican born. So there's a number of Jamaican born players who never got to play locally, but their first club was overseas, like they left Jamaica when they were very young in the late 80s to early 90s. During that period of time, that is when they left, and they were established in primary schools and they're in clubs in England and all of that. So they have that professional foundation from that early age. So in relation to Darren, we know he played for Bradford City 2011 in League One at that time. He actually made an appearance, but after that he was released in 2012 and was at a number of places. He was at Southport. He was also with Woodley Sports, also Stockbridge Park Steels, and he was recently with Chorley, where he averaged a goal almost every 3 games for his club. So it was like a goal every 2.5 games at 62 goals in 157 games for Chorley. And now he's with Tranmere Rovers, which was the club that Ian Goodison played for during his playing days, and also John Barnes managed for a short period of time. Reggae Boys fans, do you have much information on Darren Stevenson? Are you aware of him as a player? I watched him. I remember watching him when Omar Daly was there as well. He was sort of like a bigger brother figure, and I remember speaking with Ratty and saying that Darren was certainly a player to look out for the future. And at 23, you can see he's starting to come into his own, and I believe that he can add a different dimension to Jamaica. I'm not necessarily saying yes, he should be one that we should call up for against Panama and Haiti, but we need to keep a tab on players. That's how you develop in football. Yes, you see a player developing and making progress up the leagues in England or wherever they play, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to call them up immediately. You watch them closely, you see how they perform over a period of time, and then you make a decision if they have that consistency, if they should be called up to the national team. And Darren Stevenson, I think the Caribbean Cup would be an ideal opportunity to call him up for Jamaica as we take on Guyana and Suriname to come. And these are some massive games for Jamaica, as if we win those two, we'll qualify not only for the semi-finals of the Caribbean Cup, but to the 2017 edition of the CONCACAF Gold Cup. So I'm eagerly looking forward to it. And just to add some quotes to what Darren was saying on joining this big club of Tranmere Rovers, he says that he was very sad to believe in Charlie because the coaching staff, the fans have been unbelievable, but he feels that this decision is right for career and it's progress for him, and it's an ability to test himself at a higher level. I've been waiting for this opportunity for a long time and not rushed into anything. I've made lots of memories, but I'm looking forward to this new chapter of my life at Tranmere. And we hope so as well, because I think that Tranmere has a solid unit, and I think they have the capabilities of getting back into the Football League, into League Two, and progressing further and further. It takes time, but once you dedicate your time and energy, you work hard, you're determined, you'll reap the rewards. Hull City were at the foot of the league of the Football League not too long ago, but look where they are today. We've seen them in the Premier League for the first time. That was in the 2008-2009 season, and look where they are today, back in the Premier League. It takes time. Things do take time, and we do hope, for the sake of Darren, that he'll be able to cement his authority in the Northern League, in what was used to be called the Conference, but now changed the name to the National League. So I'm hoping that he'll be able to stamp his authority there, bang in the goals, and the rewards will be seen from there. I'm Simon Preston. This is Reggae Boys Commentary. Don't forget, tomorrow is the start of Caribbean Football Weekly. I'm going to have two special guests that will be joining me for this session right here on Reggae Boys Commentary on the Google Hangouts version. It'll be at 2 p.m. Jamaican time, so that will be around 8 p.m. UK time, you could say. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a very, very interesting discussion, and the plan is to have it every Monday, so you can look out for it. Caribbean Football Weekly, where we're going to talk Reggae Boys and other action around the region, explore different issues, a Caribbean Football League, for an example, and other issues, previewing Jamaica's matches, also discussing different issues on the show, youth performances as well. So it's something you do not want to miss. So Reggae Boys fans, don't forget to like our Facebook page as well at Reggae Boys Commentary on Facebook. And also don't forget to subscribe to Reggae Boys Commentary on YouTube as well for more content. And as I said, every single day new content will be provided. And as I said, I'm also trying to push for that 1,000 subscribers mark. So please help me so that I can be able to achieve this goal. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for Reggae Boys Commentary for tomorrow on Monday, which will be Caribbean Football Weekly. Thanks for tuning in.